Hey guys, how are you doing today? I hope our day has gone well. I hope it wasn't too tiring. I hope we're able to make something good of today. If not, we go harder tomorrow. I know I've been on and off with this podcast. But the thing is that I've been really busy over the past couple of weeks. I've been very busy, so I've not really had time to settle down and record and send out another episode. I have what I want to talk about, but just the time to sit down and record, the time is not usually there. So the support that this podcast has received, the support that I've received over the last month. By the way, the talk with Akiwumi is about a month old now, and I want to take time out to thank each and every one of you for constantly listening and sending questions, suggestions, and even corrections. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I know that we're going higher from here. We're going higher from here. Right, so let's get into today's topic. I know it might seem a little bit odd, topic being as we go on. I wanted to name this episode The Power of Choice, but I felt like as we go on would capture the essence of what I want to talk about. So I don't know if many of us know, but I just graduated secondary school a couple of days ago. So I was I've been feeling this feeling of detachment from my set members for a long time. After our exams and everything, I just felt detached from them. But the times where we met again before graduation, I realized that these particular guys, they've been like family to me for 6 years or 3 years or 5 years actually. Because some people joined us not from the beginning. People joined as we moved on. Right, I realized that these guys have been family, even though there have been conflict, there's been fights, argument, and all that. But then that's what family is about. You fight today, you settle, continue like that. You get right. So on the day of graduation, I took time out to look at everyone. I was like, wow. So this is really the end, but it's not really the end actually. It's the end of a beginning and the beginning of another thing. Something better, something greater. Right. So I don't know. I know that my target audience, people that I feel are listening to this podcast, are teenagers. Teenagers within the age of 13 to 19 or early 20s. I know that. So at one point in time, you would have to close a chapter to open another one. Just like you're graduating from primary school, taking common entrance to enter secondary school, finishing secondary school, graduating and entering the university, and graduating from the university to go into the much more bigger world. Right. So life really is about choices. The choices we make up the person that we are. The choices we make today make us who we are. Okay, take for example, if I make a choice today that I would start reading my books from today, no stop, whatever. They will get to a point where I'll be so attached to the books that off the spot, off my head, I could answer any question that the teacher throws at me in class. Right? That's a choice. That's a choice that I made personally. Right? So that's a choice. So choices really shape who we are. They shape who we are, what we become. They are good choices, they are bad choices. Bad choices end up destroying one, even if it might give you pleasure or satisfaction for the time being. It might end up destroying you. Right, I'm really this podcast, this episode is talking to the graduating set of people that would eventually listen to it and are graduating, moving to a bigger phase of life. See, choices in life really make us who we are. You have In a particular phase, you have been taught lessons either by formal means, informal means, or even your own mistakes. You have been taught lessons, right? So I want you to take those lessons that you've learned from those experiences, take them, hold them dear, and do not forget them, because one day they would prove invaluable to you. It will prove invaluable to you, and you remember that moment. You'll be like, okay, yeah, I remember. So this was what this was preparing me for. You understand that kind of thing. It's just that teenagers nowadays are making like terrible choices that will not me. It will affect them in the future. Okay, take for example someone that watches adult films or pornography. It might give you satisfaction or pleasure at the time being, but in future, it will take a toll on you. You're always trying to look for the perfect person, in quotes, like body and all those kind of things. You're trying to look for the perfect person, but really the perfect person doesn't exist. And also, that idea of perfect is not ideal, because only God is perfect. So, only God is perfect, right? So you are always trying to look for the perfect person, the perfect shape and everything. But really, marriage is not about shape or body or beauty or anything. It's really about the heart and what God wants to do through you. God did not institute marriage for just making children. He made marriage for two individuals to raise an army for God. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right, so choices really make us who we are. Whether we turn out to be good or the other way around, it really makes us who we are. So to people that are graduating now or that have graduated now are looking like, okay, what's next for me? I know that some of us will have admissions or have had admissions and are resuming very soon. Right? I want us to take the lessons that we learned from from secondary school. Take them, hold them in your left hand so you do not forget. Right? And apply, and deem it fit to apply it when necessary. You have to remember the son of whom you are. It would not be nice for the family name to spoil in your own time. It will not be nice at all. Because imagine from when your family has been existing, the name hasn't been spoiled. Why is it that when it gets to you, the name spoils? God forbid, but really, it's all about a matter of choices. Choices that we make today will shape the person that we become tomorrow. So my admonition to us, or my charge for us, is that we should make good choices that are well thought out. When you try to make a choice, you have to think that, when I do this, what's in it for me? What's in it for other people? Because when you are thinking about yourself, you should not think about only yourself. Think about other people. Take for example now your family. You're not the only one bearing your family name. So whatever you do, whether good or bad, will speak for you or somebody else somewhere. Me, for example, there was a day in secondary school when I was just I was working. No, I think I was on break or something like that. And a teacher saw me, was like, okay, come, what's your name? I told him my name is Elemide Akinwumi. He was like, okay, I saw your uncle in the news. I saw one Elemide in the news. Is he your father? That told me the person's name. I was like, oh no, that's my uncle. He was like, okay. And I said that probably he returned some amount of money or something back to the government. Maybe it was sent. I don't know. I didn't really get the story then, but I think that was also something that happened. But it was a good deed, right? So take for example, if that uncle didn't do well, that's the same way they will accost me that I saw your uncle or your daddy in the news. He did something that is bad. That's the same way they would accost me, and it will not be nice because it could hinder me from getting stuff from people, like maybe favors or opportunities from people. They will be like, are you not related to this particular person? So the choices we make today will not only affect us, it will affect other people. Because I don't know, our destiny is tied to other people. Your destiny is tied to other people. Many other people that you don't even know. So the choices you make today would go a long way in affecting these people, whether good or bad. So that is why we have to make good choices now and always, not just for now, not just for ourselves, but for our generations and generations to come, and for other people around us. That's just my charge for us. Make good choices that would affect you well and other people. Like when you think about it, okay, when I do this, what will it do? Will it have a good effect or a bad effect? That's what we should really think about. I appreciate you for listening. Please do well to send in questions, suggestions, and please feel free to check out the question and answer section in the feel free to check the question and answer section under this episode. It really goes a long way in helping me. And I've received a lot of people asking me for guests on my podcast. I promise very soon, not far from now, we'll have a guest that will speak on a particular topic. Okay, I would not quite far from now. I'd have 2 guests speak on one new topic and another one that I've spoken about before. So that's how it's going to go. I appreciate you all for listening. Thank you very much. You all mean a lot. Thank you.